Hello, Public Utility Commission family. My name is Ezell Watson. I am the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for our commission. And I would like to chat a bit about Juneteenth. This is a historic holiday. And so I wanted to take a moment to kind of give us a little bit of background about Juneteenth, share some resources, issue a challenge, and let's have fun. Why Juneteenth is important. When the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, freeing all enslaved people, we didn't have the internet. So information didn't travel as fast as it does today. There was tons of opposition in America to freeing enslaved people. In 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. On June 19, 1865, about 2 months after the Confederate General Robert E. Lee had surrendered at Appomattox, Virginia, Granger, a Union general, arrived in Galveston, Texas, to inform enslaved African Americans of their freedom and that the Civil War had effectively been ended. What's significant is that, one, many slave owners had already fled to Texas to avoid the fighting and avoid freeing their slaves. So this was an important announcement that again came 2 years after the original announcement. When this announcement was made, slave owners, plantation managers all over the state of Texas delayed informing the slaves that they were free until after the harvest season, or until a government official came to notify them. Elizabeth Hayes Turner details in her comprehensive essay, Juneteenth, Emancipation and Memory, an excerpt that says, the way it was explained to me, 19th wasn't the exact day that the Negro was freed, but that the day that they told them they were free. There are many, many, many elements of freedom. Mental freedom, physical freedom, spiritual freedom, economic freedom, and a host of other freedoms. What does it take to be free? To be economically free, to be spiritually free, to be mentally free, to be physically free, to move about. Let's talk for a brief moment about some of the responses to the decree that is celebrated on Juneteenth. There was a group of people who were already free to be violent toward recently freed slaves, free to be economically oppressive to recently freed slaves, free to deceive slaves by not telling them that they were free. That runs in opposition to the freedom that had been granted. This is why this holiday is so very much important to commemorate. Included in the email that you received are a list of resources that show various places, events, businesses that you can support to commemorate the Juneteenth holiday. I encourage you to take a moment during this long weekend to celebrate and educate yourself more about the Juneteenth holiday. My name is Ezell Watson. I love you all. Please feel free to reach out to me. We can dialogue about this personally. Let's have a great commemoration of Juneteenth and learn more about how we can contribute to enhancing the freedom of formerly enslaved people.